James Beard Award winner and TV host Padma Lakshmi is here in studio. She is now the creator and executive producer of the new CBS series America's Culinary Cup. The cooking competition features 16 of America's elite chefs, la crème de la crème, and they're all battling it out for $1 million, and that is the biggest cash prize in culinary TV history.
Okay, here's what's going to happen next. All 8 of you will have to cook again in another head-to-head battle. Win, and you earn your spot in America's Culinary Cup. Lose, and you're going home.
I was super excited going up in that elevator earlier today, but now I'm just a ball of nervous energy. I do not want to go home on the first day.
Oh, wow. Padma Lakshmi joins us right now for her first morning show interview about this new series. We were just chuckling because these are like Michelin star winners, and they're nervous, Padma. With so many food shows out there, what was it that you felt this show offers that doesn't exist?
Well, you know, I've been in the genre for a long time, and I thought the genre itself needed a refresh. We've all watched a lot of these shows, and I wanted to do something that would keep the audience guessing and also take away all the gimmicks, take away all the tricks. You know, every competition show tries to throw obstacles at their competitors to foil them or make it harder.
Right.
We go the other way. We help them every chance we get. We give them the best equipment, enough equipment, the best ingredients. You know, if you're gonna, I want this to be like the World Series of cooking. So if you have, say, Serena Williams coming to Wimbledon, you're not going to give her, you know, a faulty racket.
Right.
You're not going to make her fight her opponent for that racket. You're going to make sure that court is manicured to a T because she's the GOAT. And that's how we feel about our chefs. They all have Michelin stars or James Beard Awards or medals from Bocuse d'Or. And so it's very exciting to be in that arena.
I like how you mentioned the manicured to a T point, because that sort of tees up what I wanted to ask you, that the actual set is so specific and intentional, and of course you have such a part in thinking about all of this. How did you design that?
Thank you so much for noticing that, because I didn't want it to look like a TV set or you know, food show set or anything. Most sets are proscenium stage or like rectilinear, but there's research that shows
I don't know what those words mean.
Well, like square or rectangular. And, you know, it's like I wanted this to be an arena that had rounded shapes. If you look at the kitchen, there are no corners except for in that pantry. And I wanted really for this to feel like a high-end kitchen. No bright colors, no jewel-tone velvet walls. You know, it looks like a kitchen you would see at French Laundry or Danielle. And everybody has their own burners. They each have their own counter with 6 burners and ovens. There's every toy you could want in there. They don't have to run around a grocery store. You know, none of that. They don't have to cook with kids' implements. They just have to do their best.
Just cook.
Yeah, you say you're the best? Okay, come to our arena, prove it.
And when you do prove it, this is what's amazing. They are battling for $1 million, which is the biggest cash prize in culinary TV history. You and I were talking about this backstage, which is when you were coming up with the concept specifically for CBS, you thought about our audience. You thought about like what the typical CBS viewer expects from CBS and from Paramount. Talk to me about how that went into this and coming up with that prize.
Well, definitely. I was lucky. You know, this is not a genre that I thought I would go back to, but Amy Weisenbach, who's the head of CBS.
Love Amy.
As soon as she learned that I was leaving, she took me out to dinner, and she said she wanted the show. And I actually said, I don't know. And then a year and a half went by. I worked on my cookbook. I did all these other things. And then I started thinking about it, and I wanted to create something just for this audience. If you look at what's on your network, it's a lot of sports.
Our network now, Padma?
Yes, it's March Madness, it's NFL, it's PGA. So I designed the show to have very broad appeal and to retain and add to those audiences. That's why we have a leaderboard. That's why we have a scoring system. So it's fair, it's empirical. Me and the other judges, we talk about what we like, what we don't like. The chefs hear it right when we're saying it. But I don't know what they vote, and they don't know what I vote. It goes into a slot, then 4 producers down tally it up, and we have categories so that it's actually fair. It's like the Olympics.
Yes.
And that's what I want this show to be. Of course, I want it to be a successful TV show, but more than that, I want it to be a new culinary institution that every chef would kill to compete in, like the Oscars, like the World Series.
And the food must have been fabulous.
It was delicious.
Oh, my
Always,
goodness.
always. So exciting. So good to have you here.
Thank
Thank
you
you
for
so
having
much.
me.
America's Culinary Cup premieres tonight at 9:30, 8:30 Central here on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus. Do not miss it. It's so fun.